So now I will give the floor to Cédric Moreau, who's partner at Sofinova Partners. Cédric is also a sponsor and investor, and he's involved in the Health Tech Innovation Days since the beginning.
Thank you, Solène. Hi, everyone. And so I'm very pleased to talk about HTID event. As Solène mentioned, Sofinova and myself are supportive from the day one to this initiative, just because we really think that it was so important and such obvious in a way to welcome such a European event about healthcare, about innovation in Paris during 2 days under the same roof. It's something very, I would say, in a way efficient and also very enthusiastic. So I think what I can give you as a testimony in terms of experience as investor is that I see some specific feature from this conference. As you can imagine, an investor as us, Sofinova, we are invited in several and a lot of conference to support, to sponsor, to attend. And for me, this one has some really specific feature that attracted us from the beginning. As I said, first is the fact that we have the opportunity to have a bunch and mix of different health tech. So coming from the traditional biopharma to the medical device to the digital to more the services model. So it's really diverse, because most of the time we have a biotech conference or medtech conference or digital conference. Here is really put together the life science, but also with a focus which is a quite late stage focus. Most of the conference as bio or other are very early stage. Here we are talking about biotech companies at the clinical stage level, medtech companies pretty much with a CE mark or a marketing level. So it's really also a positioning that resonates for us in terms of need to tackle the opportunity of growth. So that's an important differentiating point. The second one is the fact that you can meet different folks. So of course the companies that I just described, but also the pharma, and an investor as me as really interested to talk with the BD, the M&A team that are there. And I think we have 15 pharma to 20 pharma companies supporting the event as a sponsor. And for all your companies, all the companies, biotech companies, it's also an opportunity to not only talk about to investor, but also be able to identify some opportunity to discuss with BD, M&A pharma team. So that's also super, I think, synergistic. And I heard about your presentation, the importance to grow, growing your company, to also internationalize your company. So these 300 plus international investors is also a way to offer them this audience where they can really physically or through the hybrid and virtual mode, both can work, be exposed to the international investors coming from pretty much everywhere on the planet, whatever it's the US, in Asia, or in Europe. And I think one point, final point, last but not the least, it was mentioned, is the quality of the roundtable and the speakers. A conference for me is also a question about network, is a question about meeting people, talented people, and this bunch, I think we have roughly 15 to 20 roundtable organized during 2 days with top tier speakers, international speakers. Is already a way to first knowing more about a specific subject, and it's open to everyone, investors, companies, pharma, whatever, but also to meet once again very talented people and key well the kind of pop of whatever the field to be discussed. So it's really also, I think, something very different from the other conference where potentially you have 1 or 2 roundtable and that's all. It's really part of the event. Maybe one final comment is to say that it's my 4th edition, and I really had some already interesting story, feedback. So I talk about people I met, people where I continue to interact, I extend my networks through this conference, but also identify some companies. So it's also what you can pitch to everyone is really we are there also to identify potential next investment. And some of the companies, really, I can tell you, not 100, but some of them, and it's enough, I would say, where discussion were initiated during this conference, and now company are on our radar screen. We some of them initiated some interesting and quite advanced discussions. So a great opportunity, once again, very efficient for us to have the opportunity to visit, to meet, and to learn more about a new story. So I can say looking forward to this event and to see all of you, to see other companies, and happy to take any question further. But that's the main message I wanted to share with you guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Cedric. It was really clear, and I hope to see you all after this intervention. So now we'll give the floor to Eric Eloi, who participated already twice to Health Tech Innovation Days. He will give us the vision of as a CEO of BDC Line Pharma.
Thank you, Solène. So I would like to echo what Cedric has said. The quality of the event, the Health Tech Innovation Days, is something that we should definitely underline. I've been participating over the last even 20 years to a lot of events where you cannot meet investor pharma companies, and we've run table like the one which is organized in this event. But what is really differentiating currently in HTID is really the quality. I think is the key word. I've been impressed by the number of investors present and the fact that you have really global investors present from US, Europe, Israel, and Asian that are presented and really asking to have meetings and ready for the meetings. Pharma representative as well present, and it's something for a biotech company like us. The two key stakeholders, I would say, that are important to promote the companies and to start discussions. And it's definitely something where the objective has been matched fully in the case of BDC Line Pharma. So I had the opportunity to participate through hybrid mode, through it was the first year during the middle of the COVID through internet, and it works very well. And the second year in hybrid, physically, I was in Paris to meet everybody. So it's different experience, but both were extremely interesting. It works very well. The roundtable as well was of good quality. I've been very impressed to see Mr. Breton to come and to stay 1 hour. It's not something that you see in regularly, and he was really talking about the politic of European Commissions and the innovation. So it was extremely interesting. And the quality of the workshop of the event was as well extremely nice. So I really recommend to participate to this event. It's something I will do. It's now in my agenda for the next few years, and I'm very pleased as well by the quality of the organizations. And I would like to thank Nathalie, Solène, and all the others for the work that has been done.